Welcome back to the Arctic Den. Today we are playing a Halloween-themed, RPG Maker game called Humerous Reboot. It is a remake. I don't know what the original one was like, but we're playing this one. Oh, looks like someone's screaming. And flipping the other person off. Warning, the game contains the following content: strong language, violence, heavy gore, death, suicide, self-harm, sharp objects, blood, murder, animal death, loss of a pet, death of a loved one, mild suggestive themes, stalking, horrible parents, implied disassociation, use of drugs. Okay. And lots of monsters. Probably. This is all you need to know. Enjoy the story. Thanks for all the warnings. Ring, ring. What? What do you want? Yeah, I just got finished with the party. I'm about to walk myself back home. Huh? What? What do you mean, why am I walking back home? Dude, do you not remember what you did in my car? I mean, I would love to drive my way back home. I wouldn't be talking to you if I had my car. If it wasn't for the fact you ruined it by crashing it into a tree in the middle of the night. Drunk. And it sounds like tonight's not any different. You're slurring your words, dude. I can't even. Alright. If you're just gonna be a jerk about everything from this call, do it at home. I don't have any other choice but to walk home because of you. I'm saying this now. You better start growing up. What you did to my car was beyond upsetting, and I'm not getting any more tolerant of this. Don't test me. Redacted. Because I'm not giving you any more chances. Okay, seems like someone messed up your car and now you're having to walk home from a party. Dressed like a frog. Ribbit. Ugh. Looks like it's gonna be a long walk back home. How long is this gonna take again? Let me check my phone. 3 hours. Ugh. It's fine. I've dealt worse. I'll just need to get some water along the way and stick to the pathing. Thankfully, I've got something with me if push comes to shove. Hopefully I wouldn't have to use it. What do you mean? Hey, we have a multi-purpose knife. We're safe. Alright, let's go to settings, always dash on, because you should always do that in these games. What's over here? A tall lamppost is oddly placed here. Road 2. This music is kind of electro, I guess. A bush. I see. This is a really weird forest. I can barely move my legs anymore. This is what I get for not exercising and sitting around the house every day. I wouldn't complain if this onesie didn't feel so floppy. Anyway, I should sit down. Can't bother to pass out. I've got stuff to do at home. Like live. Screw it and keep walking. Hell yeah. I love that we were given that option. Surely we'll get a bad ending, right? We're slowing down a lot. I think we're gonna drop soon. Looks kind of like a mouth. A vending machine well, filled with water. It's only a few inches away from you. You gulp into your dry throat at the stop. Start stepping closer to the vending machine. No. You need some water. No. Why can't I say no? It's an illusion. You push to your limits. Your limit overwhelms you. You slam yourself onto the cold brick ground. Your lack of self-preservation finally bites your butt. You lay there, feeling too weary to pick yourself up. And you keep it that way, never waking up. Bad end 1. Tired beyond the limit. Awesome. Can't you just take the onesie off? Like, genuine question. Oh well. That wouldn't fit the plot, would it? Let's speed through this. Relax, sure. Ow, why do my legs hurt after all that? I just walked a mile or two. Whatever. Probably my body telling me to chill for a bit. Oh, nice fun. What am I in the mood for today? Videos? Games? Reading? Yeah, screw it, sure. I can read some online novels, or maybe... the news? Well... it's a site that talks about the latest news in a horror light. They've been uploading a lot as late since it's the Halloween season. Recent ones have been a bit baity, so hopefully there's some that are more believable. For me, at least. Oh. Humble family of 4 killed by man-eating clown. Another clown one? Really? A neighbor visited the family's home, wishing to discuss party plans. While visiting and standing by the front porch for roughly 3 minutes, they noticed the door ajar, along the doorknob being surprisingly polished. Curiosity given to the neighbor, they soon peeked through the door, only to become a witness of a horrible murder scene, which the neighbor has then prompted to call 911 immediately. Let's see. Detectives have noticed the murder also involved cannibalism. The ongoing investigation is still figuring out who the killer is behind that face painted with makeup. Police have yet to capture the serial clown murderer. The department warns everyone to practice safety and precaution when hosting parties, especially this cold season. And to especially prepare any sort of weapon for self-defense this Halloween. So a walking maniac who wears clown makeup and practice cannibalism. Huh. Crap, if this was real, that sucks for the family. Not even the safety of your home could stray you from danger anyway. That's enough reading. Oh. A documentary talking about a mysterious murder of a trio in... Alston. That's... here. Hold on a second. Wasn't this the case with the Vogue Forest incident? It was all over the news and police couldn't find their bodies that day. Aren't they still looking for the bodies? Probably. Hope they get found eventually. Different seasons, different temperatures. If it was for that long, who knows? I guess I didn't expect a document to be made about it since the search for bodies are still active. Screw it, I'll watch it. I'd be down to know more about the case. Maybe I'll learn something about it. It's an hour long. I'll probably just watch a few minutes and then I can start walking again. It's really cold tonight, too. If it wasn't for the onesie, I would have died from it, honestly. Feels so quiet after walking away from the party. It's probably what kept me awake for so long. It almost feels so peaceful. Don't go to sleep outside. Grandpa, no. What's that? Is it the clown? Do we need to run for it? Wake up. It's time to wake up. Great. Where are we now? Ugh. Where? How long was I out? For a few hours now, probably more. Who's out there? Someone or something? You want to try guessing? Come on. All I need to hear is a yes or no. Does my answer matter? We can play around a bit or get straight to the point. Up to you, really. Sure, fine. I need some time to wake up anyway. I'll knock on the trunk if I notice you dozing off. How can you tell that? If it takes you 5 minutes to answer? I guess. There's another way I can tell, but it's really no fun if I give you the answer, so... Anyway, let's start our little guessing game, shall we? How many limbs do you think I have? 4. Yeah, you guessed it right. That one was pretty easy. It'd have been cool to have more than 4, actually. Alright, here's the next one. How many eyes? Yep, pretty easy one too, isn't it? Anyone more than 2 eyes, I have no idea how they deal with that many glass balls rolling around their eye sockets. You only need 2 as far as I know. Here's another. Do you think I stand on legs? Or crawl from all my limbs? I may be a creature, but not to that extent. Debatable, but that's another story. Tossing you the next question here. What was the causality mentioned from the documentary? Oh, come on. That shouldn't be too hard to answer either. But take your time. I won't rush you. That's how many there was, yeah. I bet you don't know what happened to us. One more after this, and I can say hello to you. Am I wearing my skin? No. You think so? Would have been more assuring if I was. Hey. Do you think I'm alive? No. Well. A part of me wished I was. You. Wow. You really sliced my fingers just like that, huh? You really didn't need to swing so hard like that, you know. Oh. Well, that's not good. This'll take a moment. I'm sure you're patient. I mean, you've made a deep cut, so it's kind of expected. And all healed up just like that. Pretty neat, isn't it? You're lucky I can patch myself up. And you know, I wouldn't have hesitated to kill you here, in this strange place, with something you just met. Speaking of, you probably don't have any idea where you are, how you got here and why you're here. See, if I were to answer all that, we'd be here a long time. You woke up bewildered and everything. Of course you want to know as much as you can. Well, I'd love to know you more as well, but can't really do that if you're scared of me. Come on, relax a bit. I'll be the one guiding your ticket out of here anyway. There you go. Wasn't so hard now, was it? Still tight-lipped? Answer me. What else is making you tense? Your eyes. What's so different about it compared to yours? They glow. Actually, now that I think about it, it's a pretty stupid question. I didn't want to say it. Fair enough. I wouldn't want to come off so brave right away either. But you know, as long as you keep things grounded and your head low, you'll be just fine in my books. I don't think I have any clue what you mean by grounded. No worries. I can tell you're already grounded. How'd you know that? I have my ways. It's the least of your worries. Sure, I guess. Anyway, you plan on getting up or keep sitting there? I mean, your pick. I'm not the one who's running on a time limit here anyway. Do you need a hand? I'll get up on my own, thanks. So we have a time limit. So, care to start over with a greeting? It wouldn't hurt to try again after all. Alright, I'm good. You sure? You still look mortified. Would it change anything if I wasn't? You won't be able to think straight if you're still terrified, so... I can't really help it if I'm looking at a talking corpse, not to mention he used to be alive. Since you know it's Halloween, I thought it'd get more leniency when it comes to spooky stuff. I guess in a sense, yeah. Either way, you'll get used to it. But enough of that. Since you've calmed down, you ready? Greppa. I would have preferred a yes or no, but I'll cut you some slack. Well, Greppa, since you shared your name with me, it's fair to share you mine. The name's Hum. You know, when people say, see you on the flip side? It's an actual place, as you can tell. The ground you're standing on, what you're seeing and feeling. Everything is real here. So if you plan on freaking out, you're not dreaming. No, you're not hallucinating either. Unless you're powered with the lack of sleep, judging by those dark circles under your eyes, that's probably it. In the end, you decide this place was ever real or not. And because you're here, at least you know it exists. I guess since I was just sitting on a bench the last thing I remember. You fell asleep after all. Really? Ouch. I'm a little hurt you can call it that, but it's fine. Later, I'll talk about why I brought you here first. It might answer some of the questions you have, or it might not, actually. You might end up leaving with more questions than answers. So, the reason. I brought you here because the little ghostie told me that someone was not only curious about the death of a trio, but also what happened to them. You'd like a full story about that, right? What led to their deaths and how it came to be? You're tight-lipped again, but I know you're dying to find out. Metaphorical, literal, take it as you will. Which tree are you talking about? There's a handful I know that exist. Hey, I did not take the initiative of pulling out a switchblade. Seeing a moving corpse peeking out within the leaves of a tree, with the creepiest glare I've ever been given to in my whole life. And also attempts to reach for my face. Why wouldn't I pull out my knife? That's just self-defense. I was trying to crawl out from there. Let alone risk anything happening to me. And I'm not taking any chance of that bad blood with someone. It's hard to feel convinced. I promise I was just trying to get out from that tree. And I'm also trying to be reasonable here. How about we calm it down? Can you do that with me? Fine. We can move on. So, about the question. I'm a little surprised you forgot already. Don't you remember what you were looking at right before you slept? I still have trouble processing this as a whole. Can you really blame me? I don't know. Kinda sounds like an excuse of your short-term memory span, really. Recall the name of the town where the case came from. Note: please use a capital as your first letter and rest in lowercase. I think it was Alston? Nope, not even close. The town? I misspelled it by one letter. This is unfair. It's a joke about it, but I was curious how you could forget something so recent. Well, I might have a guess, but I don't like assuming. Besides, Where's the fun in telling you everything? I guess so. Besides the rambling, you remember the case took place? Would have to tell you this time rather than guessing. The case happened in the Vog Forest. A lot of things, actually. List goes on if I talk about the pros. As for the cons, you'll find out as you go. If we're being honest, clarity, probably. For the whole incident. Why have me? I'm no detective. I don't see the point of being kept here as if I can do something. You're right, you're not a detective. You'd have been dressed and acted differently if you were, if I'm being honest, even then. A detective wouldn't make out all of this nonsense happening right in front of them, really. You, on the other hand, I sense you're a bit more open-minded. I can tell you want to know everything, and this is a good chance to get the answers. So, I can't send you back. Not until you know our story. You're worried about not knowing what to do. Don't be. You'll be able to get some guidance from me when I care to explain it a bit better. If it reassures you anything further, I'll be more than happy to return your favor by sending you back home by your doorstep. You'll have to tell me where you live, obviously. I'll try my best. Don't expect too much from me. I can't guarantee I'll be able to even helpful from all this. Not with that attitude, come on. Have faith in yourself. Even just a little bit. You'll never know if something's for you unless you try. Thanks. That's a good start. We'll get along nicely as if we'll work out things together. Especially with me. There's no question I'm the reason you're here. And I'm the only one who can help you get home. Anyway, before I keep talking, I suggest we move to the upper segment of the island. We can start things from there as we go. Take all the time you need in the world. You're not rushed to getting there. If I were you, I'd still be considerate of your own well-being. Okay there, Mr. Skeleton Man. Oh, okay. A lot to process, but it's fine. The Flipside, huh? Never would have thought that saying would be a literal place. A bunch of floating islands. And the stars stretch endlessly. I could look at this forever, but I shouldn't keep myself waiting. I like the music. And I didn't think someone would actually make a game involving Catch You on the Flip Side. You're pretty lucky to be wearing that outfit. Nah, I meant it when I say you're lucky. The flip side is incredibly cold. Almost freezing temperatures if you're not producing enough body heat. At least, maybe 4 or 5 days before they end up perishing. 2 days if they didn't bring food or water. That quick? Do people easily starve here or something? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. This place is meant for the dead, so... Well, this part of the island feels bigger compared to the front. Well, I'm not the only one who inhabits the island. Is that green gravestone behind you yours? What do you think? Shouldn't the colors be obvious? Makes sense. I notice there's 2 other graves. Are those? Others like you? Yeah, those are others like me, alright. We can talk about it more at the proper spot. Just be careful. I'm able to get myself patched up, but I can't guarantee I'll help out with a real person. Duly noted. If you're ready, head over and we start talking. An orange gravestone stitched within a patch of purple grass. Oh, Grippa. Already finished with your snoops and exploration? Whatever, yeah. Now you might be wondering, what's the next thing to do? What's the real deal here? Where do we even start? Well, first of all, we have to slow down on those questions. Well, I have no trouble for you, most likely. Okay, so... how and where do I start? Alright, so... you notice 3 gravestones, which is a good start. Think of each one as a door to their homes. When you touch one, it'll lead you straight to the habitat of that grave. I see. In that case, whose color should I start with? Let's see. Well, you're not starting with mine first, that's for sure. Well, because the whole incident went down in a chronological order. Telling you not to start on mine should be a hint to that part of the answer. Maybe... no, terrible idea actually. Here, start with the orange from my left. Be sure to plant your whole palm on the front of the grave. Doing that will take you inside of their room, pretty much. Any side effects? Oh, I'm sure you're gonna be fine. Have you ever done transportation through thin air before? Am I really gonna answer that question? No, it was dumb. Yeah, I know. Jokes aside, if you're not used with the transportation, you'll get nauseous easily. Actually. And that is... closing your eyes. Are you serious? Why do you have to wait around on that? I was just teasing you, that's all. Not the best time? Alright, I'll be mindful next time. I'll see you in a bit, Greppa. Okay. The grave feels cold to the touch. Touch the gravestone. They're behind us. This feels different. I should look around first. Tall orange tree. The void. It's endless. Is this all this area? Surely not, right? Oh no. There's more up ahead. Doesn't look like I can get to it without some sort of bridge. Of course there's no bridge, Greppa. You said it was gonna be this easy. I should head back and ask Com about this. It's not gonna work. Portal's gone. Why isn't this working? They said touching it again would take me back. What's happening? Am I forgetting something? The solution to that's pretty easy, actually. Closing your eyes. Right, I should close my eyes while doing this. Please let this work. Your shoulder feels cold. Oh, hey. How's it going, buddy? Greppa? What in the... I'll free you in a second if you promise not to curse. I'm dead serious. You swear it? You don't need to hit me. Don't do that ever again. Do you plan on holding yourself back? I will if you care to explain why I shouldn't. Alright, something I can get behind. You're in a realm where the dead linger. Cursing on an island in the presence of people who died is considered disrespectful. Now, unless you're dead in your own island or a terrible person overall, you'd be asking for your own death wish. Oh, good to know. Sorry. All is well. Hold on. Why are you in this part of the grave? What do you mean? The grave should have taken you straight to her. Why didn't it? Oh, right. This is your first time getting to know her. Like you don't know much about her at all. Alright, so... you saw the path ahead already. But there's no way to get there without having something to get across. Oh, no wonder. Give me a second here. There we go. Are you saying only once you can live here can fast travel to her main spot? That and also have access to the bridges. That'd have been nice to know. But I'm sure you can figure things out without me. Head back here to the grave. Sensing that it's cold and all, but I doubt you need any hints. Take my word for it and head figure it out. Catch you later, Greppa. Bye, Hum. I should check that out. Yeah, good idea. It's a floating orb of fire. Inspect it closer. Woman's head faces to the front, almost facing you. She waves at you as a greeting, excited to see you. What did I feel? Embarrassed? Anxious? Burdened? Well... Oh. Darn it. What did you feel? Burdened. The fire orb disappears. So, what now? Oh, there's the bridge. Alright then, on with me, I guess. Yep, good idea. Mama, look at the small doggy I saw, isn't he cute? Redacted, stop with the small animals. We don't have space for another living being at home. Do you remember what happened to the last pet we've had you wanted to keep? I was not going to have you walk out during the storm just for some stupid animal. Then why didn't you? Don't talk back at me. I'm sorry, Mom. Huh. Is this? Oh man. It seems like this one had a family. Can I ask you a question? What happened to my last pet? Froze to death. Huh? What's... It looks like some kind of doll head. Doesn't have that hole underneath to put the body, so probably not that. I'll keep it with me. Good idea. Something tells me I should peek somewhere. Oh. Hey there. Quiet one, huh? You're shy in meeting new people? What's your name? I'd like to know a pretty face is all. I think this is supposed to be those three. There you are, sis. Dad's been wondering where you were, so he told me to come look for you. Isn't that a relief? Oh, you guys know each other? Yeah, she's my sister. Did you not hear me the first time? Do you know her? Actually, hold on. Do you know this guy at all? No. Oh, you don't? You heard her. Get lost. You look a bit too old for someone talking to her. It'd be a burden if I were to say, call the cops on you? Whatever. Stupid kids. Are you okay? I'm fine. Thank you. He wouldn't stop following me. Are you serious? That's creepy. Yeah, if that's okay with you. Of course I'm okay with it. It's someone else's life I gotta look after. You okay with my friend tagging along? I promise you he's cool. Sure. Thanks for asking. Hey, Redacted, you heard her. Come stick with me. You're not getting left out, you know this. And that's probably the three of them. Oh, wait. I didn't know you were friends with. Oh, relax. He's just another human being. I was just startled, sorry. No need to apologize, it's fine. Sweet, let's get going. Is that how they all met? Presumably. We're learning the story of these individuals. I'd ask you a question. How did I feel when approached by that blue stranger? Scared. The fire orb disappears. Another one. Thankfully, this was more noticeable. I didn't expect this one to feel a bit heavy. Average wooden head. Wow. I can't wait for summer to be over. Anyone else excited for the fall season or what? Could finally make use of the black clothes that got hid away in my closet without burning it under the sun with it. How come you don't wear them now, even during the summer? As in, why does wearing black clothes make you feel hotter? Well, I kinda already said it, but since you asked. It's because black objects absorb more heat compared to white objects. Oh, that makes so much sense. Thank you for explaining. I'll keep that in mind. No worries. I'm surprised you didn't know. I really like learning new things either way, so it's neat to hear. Yeah. Thanks. Sorry, I'm not used to compliments, you know. How's modeling going? Oh, it's something. Manager's been getting endless calls sorting out schedules. Doesn't that get so overwhelming? Not really. I've grown used to it since I know where I was getting myself into. Thankfully, modeling's not the only thing I do. I do a couple other things that help switch things up, like cooking and working out. It gets exhausting, talking to new strangers every day. So I'm always glad whenever I get a chance to hang out with you both. Every time. Means a lot too. You okay? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm fine. I was spaced out there for a second, sorry. You know you can talk to us if you feel comfortable, of course. I know. It's just It's just stuff at home. Same stuff, different toilet. Is it your mom again? Whoa, hey. Genuine question. Not what you think it was. Yeah, she said I'm not allowed to go out on my own. Even though I've told her about you two. In all caps, too, mind you. Is there anything we can do to help? I'll be fine. I'll probably just tell her to screw it and do my own thing. As for that offer, though... Actually, why don't you catch us up on your day so far? Excuse you. Oh yeah, shoot, you're right. Thanks for asking, so I've started this... I see. A faint voice whispers from the orb of fire. Who was I worried about? The orb disappears. A third one? This one's big. Suck it up, Grandpa. It's all for going home. A unique looting podium. Safety. A unique podium. Empathy. Oh dear. Well, hopefully I'm doing this right. That's disappeared. I guess all that's left now is moving forward. To ease the soul, one must listen. Okay then. Are you certain that you're ready? Maybe there's something I need to do back here. Let's go talk to Good idea, actually. You could have said something before creeping up to me like that. Give me a warning next time. Can I be reminded where to go again? Really? Darn. Guess we're going forward. Oh boy. How terrible. I mean, clearly I think these guys were murdered. Obviously. Doo-doo. Are you sure you're ready? Brr. It's so cold in here. Inhale. Okay, I'm good. I should keep going. I should talk to her. I can't turn back now. Who are you? Hmm? Oh, is someone out there? Pardon me, I didn't see you sooner. I wasn't sure how long you were there. Can you come closer? I'm having trouble getting a look at you. No problem. Hi there. Wait a minute. Oh goodness, are you human? What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be around. Yeah, I know. I was told by, your friend Hum. Sorry, I'm not sure if you knew. I'm somewhat aware of it, but I wasn't expecting them to be serious. May I ask your name before we go further? I'm Greppa. I see. I'm It's a pleasure to meet you, Greppa. Likewise. I'm sorry we met up like this. No, you have nothing to be sorry for. I'm certain that you didn't expect anything like this at all. No, if I'm being honest, it's the least of things to expect. But I'm here now, so best get on with it, you know? Of course. Speaking of, what are you here for if... To know the truth. I want to know you're part of the story. This day of Halloween before... How come? Before I got here, I was sitting on a bench looking over some stuff from my phone, right? Found your case while browsing through, and from what I found out, police are still searching for your bodies. That's quite strange because... Are you okay? Somehow I have trouble remembering what happened. How long was it ever since? I think it was 2 years ever since. 2 years? That wasn't so long ago. I know. It's why I feel strange. I've been sitting about this sombersome feeling for a long time, but it always felt missing. I feel as if I was lost, almost. I don't even recall what happened after my death. I only remember waking up here in the Flipside along with the others. One of them I assume you've already met. Yeah. But there's also one more of us. That'll be mine to deal with, don't worry. I can only hope it goes well. Is there any way I could help you remember? I can see why I haven't brought you here because of our case, but I can't remember anything at all. That's okay. You not remembering, I mean. If you physically can't remember, it's beyond me to force you to. And I don't want to push you or make you feel uncomfortable. I'm especially not doing that with you. I appreciate it. I'm still sorry either way. I'll figure something out, don't worry. I'm perfectly capable of handling the rest, even if something doesn't work out. Of course, I'm glad to hear. It's only worrisome because only the deceased are supposed to be here. I don't know either, but at this point, I'm not really worried about it. All that matters is I keep trying and see where that gets me. I'll probably end up confronting Hum about this, actually. Of course. I'll leave you to it. And Grandpa, please be safe. Thanks, I'll probably need it a lot. A tall lamppost illuminating around it. You have a good heart for wanting to know the truth. I see. A swirl of unknown. Phase back to the main gate. To the main island we go. Okay. Let's save. And talk to Hum. Oh, welcome back. How's the whole experience? Ended up going well. Did you end up asking? No, I wasn't able to, unfortunately. Why? Well, she told me she couldn't remember what happened before she passed. She had this sharp reaction of pain when I asked her about it. As if she physically couldn't. A sharp pain? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't remember her side of the story. Of course I asked the right question. That's how I got my answer to begin with. And no, I wasn't going to start pushing her for information either. Not after seeing her stressed out while trying. Alright, dang. Good to know you two got along so well already. I was mainly wondering since I thought she remembered. Well, I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news, but she doesn't. Never mind. That's my set of thoughts to sort out myself. At least I've confronted her with her and all that. I'm glad to hear that you didn't force her to answer when she couldn't. It's a little strange she does remember, but still. That's for me to discuss with her later. You might have sliked the answer from my friend but you've yet to meet my other friend as well. Just be careful. Why do you say that? He's a bit hot-tempered when it comes to this topic. Oh, it's just... your demeanor. You remind me of him, that's all. Do you think I was trying to call you hot-tempered too? With how you worded it, why wouldn't I question you? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that is not what I meant. Anyway, your next stop is the Purple Grave. That's for you to find out. I imagine two of my friends have their own different upbringings and ways of being approached. It's already uncanny how you and him are similar in a way when I give some thought about it. As long as the fire orb is there. I made sure his was there after that incident, so don't worry about it. Thanks. See you later. Bye, Hum. I really like the colors in this game. They're not overwhelmingly painful, if I had to put that in words. Huh? Everything's so purple. Great observation, Grandpa. What gave it away? I am purple, given form. As you take a closer look, it projects the image of a faceless man. But as the man talked, a feeling enters him, causing the man to lower his head in thought before moving away swiftly and vanishing in an instant. A faint voice whispers, "What did I feel?" Frustrated, doubtful, stressed. Okay, doubtful. The fire orb disappears. Okay then. I guess this is the way forward. Clearly. So how long did you know her for? For a while. I've known her since we were kids, really. It's baffling to know that she's dead. Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry for your loss, man. Shame too, you know. She was the sweetest woman of a mother I've ever met. Always looking out for others, Her love was unconditional. A lot of people would fall over their heels for her. I don't doubt it, man. She made me the happiest person alive, her. I wish she was still here to hear it. Sounds like you liked her more than a... Curtains were never drawn. I had a lot of things going on with her. And I can say I'm thankful to the memories she shared with me. Don't sugarcoat it. She was a really good girl. Are you serious? Really? During the nerve of some... A faint voice whispers. It asks you a question. Who died? Mother. Oh, another one of the wooden heads. Neat. Something tells me I should peek somewhere better. What a day. Another one of... Well, dude, who lit your fuse today? Excuse me. Do you want me to repeat it a second time? I heard what you said. I don't see a reason to since you're a stranger. I mean, let's be honest. Everyone's gonna be a stranger if you won't bother to know him a bit better. Alright, yeesh. Won't pry further. Personal business anyway. Not my shoes to fill. Are you sure you want to hear it? If you're comfortable with it. I asked you the same thing. Same difference. Point still stands. Alright, since you want to be a smart A, I wouldn't be asking if you were sure I wasn't comfortable. Yeah, can't argue with that. Fine. In that case, I'm okay with being told to. You can't share this with anybody, got it? Then I'll tell you. I was looking into flyers for my mother's death anniversary while also choosing a proper date to visit her. During that, I was hanging out with who I thought was a buddy. He decided it was a good idea to joke about how I am and without her adding on to that. It wasn't the first time he's done that, so... I knocked him out before stuff escalated. I called Dad about it. Told him everything and to pick his stupid son up. He wasn't happy that I knocked his son's tooth out, but it was deserved in my eyes. How's that funny? It's funny to see people get what they deserve. Especially the ones who test their luck. Always thinking they're living a life with barely any sense of respect. Right? Ah, so they were more alike. Huh? Life's too short to be taking it seriously is what they say after all. Actually, I probably shouldn't be saying that given what's happened to me. Ask you a question. Who got punched? The buddy. The fire orb disappears. Great, another one with spiky edges to it. Nice hairdo though. Still pretty heavy. Hey, you still planning to hang out or what? Still do. I'll just have to ask my parental figure for permission, even though I'm old enough to make my own decisions. You like her, she likes you. You two got along well. She was super nice to you when you were over. But you've seen how she comes off when I'm left with only her. Like the time during the call she started to yell and break things? That was after I left too, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Then you get my point. None taken, none taken. I do hope she understands. Let her know you are competent. I'll try, but if it doesn't work out, I'll update you both about it. I expect you to. Duh, you care for me. Oh, shut up. Actually, speaking of my mom, I'll probably go and text her. Gonna tell her about the plans. Hopefully it goes well. I can't wait for summer to be over. Oh, honestly, being doubted has to be the worst feeling ever. I'm even more curious where they were planning to hang out. A faint voice whispers, who wasn't involved during the conversation. The last one's right here. It's heavy as expected. Unique looking podium. Temperance. Absence. Okay. Guidance. I actually like the hairstyle too. Not a big fan of the super large one. Not bad. Not bad at all. There goes the heads. Now it's time to talk to the like-minded spirit. To ease the soul, one must assure. Yeah. Are you certain you're ready? I'm as ready as I'll ever be. It's cold here too, huh? No point in complaining, but I thought it'd bother me to hold back from swearing. Hello, dude. Hey. Hi there. Excuse me. I don't remember someone else in my space other than my close friends. Well, you'll have to excuse me too, because I'm here for something important. And I can't move on without talking to you. Let me guess. Brought you here? Mm-hmm. Well, if we're gonna talk, you have to come closer. It's more convenient that way. Fair point. Yeah, it really is a fair point. Hi there. Like my onesie? What in the actual... Are you alive? You're not supposed to be here. Yeah. What did you think my thought process was when I got told that? I was expecting a visitor from another island, not a human being. Oh, cool. You got neighbors around here too? That's the least of matters right now. What is this? What does is you shouldn't be here. Yeah. Trying to work on it. I was trying to humor us a little, yeesh. It's easier said than done for me to get back home. Like I said, I have to talk to you first. Why do you need to talk to me? Your life's on the line here since you're not dead. I see now where Hum's coming from. And good to know I'm tasting my own medicine. Look, I know you're insanely worried. If you want to sort this out, you'll have to listen to me. If we stick with that, I'll be able to leave much quicker. Now, once you're more calmer, we can do that, okay? Fine. I can't argue with that anyway. Would have been a waste of time if we did. Fair, I'll give you that. Before I start listening to you, what's your name? Grippa. Grippa? Sounds like a very lazy way to name your kid Grapes. But turn a few letters around. Okay, what's yours then? Mine? It's Ois. Oh, sick. Nice to know your name, Moose. Do you really want to do this right now? No, just only making things fair. Well, you better change the subject then. Alright, sure. Check in. I'll be honest, I won't waste your time here. Think of this as a form of courtesy, if you will. The home part is my business to deal with, so don't worry about it. I'm more than fine with it. Just a quick in and out kind of gig. Okay, where's the fun in that? Be a little humorous in these conditions. Ah, so you get it. Good. I was getting worried. I was worried that I was gonna die from talking with you. It's not like you've given me any reason to. No, of course not. I've grown up from that. It wouldn't do me any good in the end. You're strong then for having self-control. I could never hold myself back if I was in your shoes. Some time for yourself and self-reflection comes a long way. If it wasn't for Hum and Air, I wouldn't be here. In a metaphorical character sense. Yeah, I agree. You can be capable of doing everything on your own, but having close-knit friends helps when you a lot of things in the long run. Agreed? Alright, well, thanks for your time. Cool talking with you, Oos. Likewise, Grandpa. You're doing yourself a favor, choosing to go home, I mean. This is not a place for you. I have a feeling things aren't going to end well, because I didn't choose to pry into his details either. Nothing wrong this time, huh? Interesting. Hey. Didn't expect you to come back in one piece. How's that meeting? Talk was short as expected. It went well, so. I expected some kind of drama. Is all you can share, though? It was weird, really. While our talk was cut short, it didn't take much to feel like I was talking to myself. And it's unnerving in a metaphorical sense. I'm not changing my mind one bit. Just poking a bit, yeah. Actually, I made it time to ask her if she could remember. How come you didn't do the same with us? Should I just be honest? Preferably, honesty flows. Well, when I entered his space, everything felt so familiar. As in, there was a natural sense of belonging when I got there. Even after greeting each other, he was straight to the point whenever he talks. As if he doesn't bother hiding, or lying at all. That was the thing about him. He expressed a lot after that brief exchange. What struck me was that he's dead, huh? I talked to someone who's alive. It's hard to keep talking with that in mind. I understand. I understand the feeling, believe me. While I'm happy to be with the others here, I'm still in the process of accepting my reality. I'm not in a normal spot in life anymore. This is beyond stuff that a person can't comprehend, really. I had a reason for it, and you wouldn't get it. Even if I did, you wouldn't believe me. It's what people in Austin's been saying these days. Do you still want to go home? Even after checking in with her? I don't know, honestly. It's as if I have no idea what to do next. Need a moment to process everything? Bit too late to ask that, but no, I just feel incredibly lost. Oh. Sounds like you're about to go on a limbo, which is not a good thing here. You can turn your brain off all you want, only when you're back on Earth. But not here. Especially not here. If you space out here, you'll end up as a lost soul. And if you're wondering, yes, that would count as being dead. Soma. Unless you don't care about doing anything anytime soon. Be my guest, I'll just leave you be. Shall I send you back? Really? Alright then, I guess I'll leave you be. It was nice meeting you, Grandpa. You sit down beneath the purple trees. It was the only thing you could sense. Your eyelids stick itself wide open, staring out of space. You barely felt anything at all. You barely felt yourself. Your mind slowly fades out of consciousness. You lose grasp of your reality. It's almost as if you're disassociating. And before you could spark a thought, the cold air of the Flipside welcomes you. Bad in 3. Smooth Lost Soul. Alright, now we can be a jerk to him all we want. Oh boy. Heh. That's a joke. I don't like being mean to anybody. Hi, Ois. Or Oos. I think it's meant to be Oos, because he made the joke with Moose. Really neat little game. Let's talk about the case. I'm currently in the middle of solving a puzzle almost. Are you gonna ask me about our case? Yep, that easy to figure out. Implications weren't hard to decipher, and I'm not sharing anything. Anyway, you're listening. Questions can be asked when I'm done. Alright, go on. I'm trying to figure out what happened with everyone prior to their deaths. Hum said you might know a thing or two. Did Hum not talk to you about their story? If that was the case, this conversation is done. This whole case happened in an ordered sense. They described it as chronological. Something tells me Hum is just toying with you at this point. Why do you say that? Because Hum knows the full story. I don't know why they have you run to me for this when you got them around. They seem super insistent for me to talk to you. Unfortunately, I don't really have a choice here. I've got nothing to do with this. How do you think I feel? Think I wanted to be here? Believe me, Ice, I'd be more than happy to say the same thing. But I can't, all because of your dumb friend. Don't you call Hum that. And I have a good reason to call them whatever I want. You can't intimidate me because you know Hum is the reason why I'm here. You think I'm not upset at what they did to you? Is that what you're trying to assume here? Because believe me, the only reason why I don't bring this up is because it's my matters to discuss with. And I get where you're coming from, okay? I'm not saying you're in the wrong at all. What my problem really was, however, was hearing you insult my friend. I'm all for despising someone for their actions. Never stoop as low to insult their character. Right. I shouldn't have called him stupid, I'm sorry. You're fine. At least you got it. I'll talk to Hum after this whole thing's over if that reassures anything. Speaking of you, I can't say. There's just a reason and I don't know what it is. If there was a way I could remember, I would have said it. Hold on. Do you not remember yours too? What are you on about? Your recollection of what happened before you died. Ur doesn't remember hers either. What? So I'm not the only one? Here I was, being so uptight about it, only to find out. Happens to the best of us. You don't remember yours as well? No. I would have shared to you, smooth as butter if I did. That makes sense if you did remember something. Another thing to mention. I got a stinging headache trying to remember. It hurts horribly. While I'm dead, mind you. Have you considered doing anything to ease that? Unless you have a remedy, I have to put up with it. Right, I forgot to mention. If this gives you any further clues. Before you came here, you had to deal with podiums, right? Sure was. There's a fourth one that was spared at the further back. I'm not really sure what to make of it other than some kind of riddle. If you have no idea how that works, it can't be helped. At this point, I think your best bet's with Hum. At least I tried, but anyway. It was interesting meeting you. Unexpected. A little unpleasant, almost like talking to a mirror, but likewise, this conversation humbled me. Thanks for your time, Voice. Interesting. It seems Hum is hiding something. He's a liar. Alright, what's the deal? Didn't expect you back in one piece. You weren't wrong. It was like talking to a mirror. He doesn't remember his too, doesn't he? Nope. Not a single sign that he remembers. He told me the same thing. Sharp stinging pains and no recollection of whatsoever. If I'd bothered him further about it, I would have been mollywopped. That's fair, I guess. Huh. So neither of them could remember, huh? I assumed you asked the right questions too. With the best of my abilities, I sure did. Wow, I really didn't expect both of them to not recall anything, because They're the ones who told me everything after I died. You're kidding. I crap you not. Why do you think I feel so baffled when you told me this? That's fair. Just a hunch or maybe even an idea here, but could it be that you're the one that's holding everyone's memories? How would that even work? Seeing how the two of them can't remember a thing. Something must have happened to their memories after they shared their sides with you. One of the clues being, always saying you knew how everything folded. He said that? I sorta do. Why do you sound unsure? 'Cause their stories aren't mine to tell. It's not exactly my place to speak about it in respect. Not to mention I might fumble telling how it all went down. I'm reasonably not confident about it. You know, that's first, actually. Saying something true. Wow, okay then. Anyway, come head over to my room. Since you've done what you could, I'll tell you everything there. Catch you soon from downside up. Okay then. I'll take that as a yes. Touch the green grave. Sure. Now, are we gonna have to watch his whole story too? No. Thank goodness. I really like the whole color scheme thing, though. Kinda nice. A destroyed podium display. It's seen better days. He did something. Hope you didn't mind walking a bit to getting here. Compared to that 3-hour walk I was in the middle of doing, not even close to bad. Alright, sweet. Just checking in first before I start my little camp story. So, like I said though, I'm not really one to talk about their story, so you'll have to bear with me on this. It's not like I have any other way of knowing. Her can't remember hers. Who's can't remember his. You're pretty much my last resort here, Hum. And it's weird it had to be me to tell you it, but whatever. So anyway, the full story. Ow. You don't... No, hold on. I'm very sure I remember. Stop it. Don't make it worse as it is. Then stop trying to remember. Is the physical pain not obvious you don't remember either? This doesn't feel right. I knew what happened to everybody. I've seen how they both died with my own 2 eyes. Why am I forgetting this now of all things? The moment I saw both of them here in the Flipside, they both came to me about what happened. I've listened to their stories. Crystal clear. Why can't I remember? I think we're gonna need to run. Not another word. You literally just had an episode. Here, take it easy for a bit. Then we can talk this out. Hey, Hum. Are you feeling better? I feel more okay if that answers it. That works. You think you can talk about what happened? I can. You sure? Yeah. Feeling swell after all that. Not even you can remember what it looks like, apparently. This thing didn't give you the hint. I thought of them as just a regular headache. It was multiple shocks, Hum. Not to mention you've twitched during that. Did you not learn anything from psychology or biology? I was homeschooled. That's not helping your case any better. Well, it never seemed like a problem for me to push through hard times. A part of what happened felt like memories were just at reach, but somehow, I'm stopped with an electrocution level type of pain. Rather than a brain, it's actually a wisp inside. Kinda like a fireplace, almost. You might be thinking, no. You won't kill me trying to splash that with warm water. I'll materialize back as if nothing happened. Granted, I might go through a bit of a blackout, but nothing too bad. I'll send you home. I mean, if I were to make it clear for you, there's nothing else you can do here. If it's impossible for us to all recall our stories, it's going to be staying that way, sadly. But I still won't forget it. I can tell you tried your best. On a good note, you've gotten to know us a little bit. And honestly, I'm glad I met you, Grandpa. I'm sure you've got that from others. The others too. Alright, should I give you my address? You want to go back to that bench and get potentially killed? Yes, tell me your address, duh. Okay, jeez. That neighborhood, huh? Must be nice being able to live over there. Trust me, it's not as good as it looks. Fair, sorry. Anyways, lock your fingers together and be sure to clench it tight. Mind the bony fingers, they're kinda cold. Least of my worries, honestly. Sweet. Now, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Ease your body, deafen your surroundings. Turn off your brain. And then... exhale. See ya, Grandpa. Are we home? Ugh. Wow. This is actually my house. I also forgot how less cold it is compared to... Everything should be locked, right? Good. As for the key, it should be under the porch. I really hope my car gets sorted out soon. I'll need a driver for some job interviews. I should also start packing up someone's crap. Can't wait to swing those out the door. Window to your house. It's dark inside. Grab the key under the rock. Yes. You took the key with you. Receive the house key. Time to go inside. Whew. I'm surprised it's still nighttime. I felt like it went on for so long. I'm not surprised I haven't been sweating under this, actually. Probably because I've been somewhere cold this entire time. What else am I forgetting to do? Oh yeah. That person's stuff. You gather most of your occupants' belongings into the plastic bags. And of course, clothes. You turn your brain off when you quickly began to toss his other stuff into the bag, even if his clothes were clean. At all. Your palms itch from stress. You wanted to wash your hands after this with lots of soap. Thankfully, you were done. Your work results in 3 separate plastic bags. The sight of them felt rewarding in some way. Part of you should probably toss them now, but there's currently other things in your mind. For the time being, you wash the stress off your hands. You spaced out for a moment, almost forgetting something. Then a groan escapes you. Huh. By the time you finish, you feel incredibly refreshed. It feels like you finished shedding dead skin off you. Before you head to your bedroom, you take a moment to head downstairs and towards the front door. You have a second check whether you've locked it or not. Good, you think to yourself. You were not planning to have intruders in your house. Especially not after what happened tonight. You sit down on your bed. Somehow, you feel restless despite everything. It wasn't the kind you're used to. As if you're wondering if you're ever getting answers. Can't sleep with this. You shake your head before heading towards your desktop. I've always wondered why they haven't caught the culprit yet. It should be some random person dressed up like a clown, right? Maybe their case might give some hints. Let's see you, documentary. What do you have so far? Normal End 2. Restless case. And we'll end things off here. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Surely I think there's probably one other ending which would be the true ending, but I think I've gotten a good understanding of what this story is. It also looks like you're a girl or something. Who knows? As always, goodbye.